Thank God for this opportunity to speak a word into your life. Unlike my sister here, I don't have a lot of examples and all of that stuff. I just got a word from the Lord. And if I can do one thing, I believe that I can preach just a little bit. Amen. I got about 3 minutes to say and do what I need to do. Amen. Amen. And I'm going to be talking about the woman when Jesus told her, "Woman, thou art loose." Amen. And we're going to go to the book of Luke chapter 13. Verse 11, and it reads, "And behold, there was a woman which had a spirit of infirmity 18 years, and was bowed together, and could in no wise lift up herself. And when Jesus saw her, he called her to him, and said unto her, Woman, thou art loose from thine infirmity. And he laid his hands on her, and immediately she was made straight, and glorified God." And in this text, we see that there was a woman, she was bound, she was going through a hard place, and she was going through for a long time. 18 years is a long time to be bound. 18 years is a long time to be going through difficulty. 18 years is a long time to be going through oppression and to be going through depression and all kind of things, or whatever it was she was going through at that time. And she found herself down, and could in no wise lift herself back up. I can imagine she could have went through a divorce that found herself bowed down. I can imagine bills was piled up and she found herself going further and further down. I can imagine it could have been a sickness in her body that caused her to go further and further down. I can imagine it could have even been a miscarriage or whatever the trial could have been. A wayward child could have caused her to find herself looking down. And when you're looking down, you cannot go in the right direction when you're not looking where you're going. She was looking down and she couldn't see where she was going. All she was looking at was the ground and the dirt and all that stuff beneath her. But God wanted to lift her up where she belonged. And when the only place she had sense enough to find herself in the presence of God. And when Jesus saw her, she got God's attention because of her position. And when Jesus saw her, he called her unto him and said, "Woman, thou art loose from thy infirmity." And he laid his hands on her. Anybody need a touch from the Lord tonight? I believe the old saints said, "Lay your hands on me, Jesus." I don't mind if you do. Some of you might be down tonight. Some of you might be depressed tonight. Somebody might be wondering how they gonna pay their bills or whatever your problem may be. But God is saying, "Woman, thou art loose tonight." Man, thou art loose. We're not leaving you out. God wants to set you free. He wants to lift you up. He wants you to be encouraged, because there are too many of God's people walking around looking down. There's too many of God's people walking around being depressed. There's too many of God's people coming into church and leaving out the same way that they came. But God is here tonight, and he's here to set you free if you want to be free. He is saying, "Woman, thou art loose from sickness. Woman, thou art loose from depression. Woman, thou art loose from every chain that's holding you back. Woman, you are loose from all of your infirmity." If you want to be loose, if you feel that in the atmosphere, say, "I am loose from all of my infirmity. I am loose from everything that's holding me back." Because Jesus is in the room right now, and he's here to set you free. And I believe the word said, "Who the Son sets free is free indeed." And I thank God for freedom on tonight. I thank God that he is the lifter of my head, and I can lift up my head